Welcome to another exciting episode of the Saturday Shade. I'm your host, Nene Kabutey, and today's topic is going to be very interesting because I've pretty much dealt with that some way, somehow, okay? And about that, so it's about to be a shade fest. I have no regrets.
Okay.
And to do that, I have some awesome people joining me as well. I have Majida, I have Owusu, and I have Shauntrice. What up, everyone?
Okay, why are you calling me Owusu?
I mean, it just happened. How do you want to be addressed? Yaw, or which one?
Just call me Yaw.
Okay, but your name says Owusu Bekoe, so okay, Yaw.
Please, that's my government name.
Okay, Yaw. So you have Yaw and the blonde. I mean, he blends in the wall, so you can't really tell, but that's Yaw.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
I'm good.
No, that's Yaw and the blonde right now. So
over there.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. No, this is actually fun because I want people to see like the rawness of when you're actually doing something virtually,
Something virtual.
Yeah. So all this will still be in the show, so don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And on today's topic, we are going to talk about dating a friend's ex. About that.
Ooh, child.
I know. So going to date a friend's ex. But listeners and viewers at home, don't forget to join the conversation on Twitter. Kabutey, on Instagram, Saturday Shade. And do not forget to hashtag Saturday Shade. So, how do you guys feel about this topic or this in general, dating a friend's ex?
Don't break girl code.
Okay. I mean,
sometimes I would say that I just love less stress in my life, less drama in my life. And for me to make a decision like that, I know the kind of drama is going to come with. So, do I want it? Is it worth it? I mean, I have to ask myself all these questions before I even jump into it. But personally, I wouldn't want to do that because I wouldn't want that to be done to me.
Okay.
This is my take, though.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Take on it is, if you date my ex, that means you've been thinking about them the whole time we've been dating. Because like now that we're not talking anymore, you took it yourself to have a full-blown conversation with my ex. So are you my friend? And if I, sometimes you vent to your friends about your relationships and stuff like that. Yeah. So if I was talking to you, were you fantasizing about having my nigga while I wasn't talking to you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't, that just makes me feel uneasy and I can't trust you.
Ooh.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with all of you guys, but I have a different take on this. I feel like it's more complex than that. Usually we kind of put it in a black or white situation. Personally, I wouldn't want to date my friend's ex. I feel like there's so many stars in the sky. There's so many fish in the sea. But also imagine if your soulmate, right, just happens to be someone that your friend may have dated some time ago. It doesn't have to be like your immediate ex, or it doesn't have to be like, there could be so many factors at play here. And I feel like you should consider a lot of things. But I don't think we should just rule it out because there could be so many instances. For instance, this could be someone that your friend left, because your friend felt that they weren't a match for that person. And so they could probably not have any grudge, or they're probably in a good relationship with this person, see this person as their friend. It's different from when, let's say, they're like, this person broke their heart and you have to be there for your friend and all of that stuff. I just think it's more complex than black or white, But personally, like Majida said, the drama is, there's potential for a lot of drama. So personally, I wouldn't want to be involved in that, but I see how that could happen.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I do like everyone's take on it. Personally, I'm not going to do it. And if someone does it to me, that means you're one of my leftovers. And that's what it is. I'm sorry.
Ooh, not leftovers.
Yeah, but the thing is, like Elle said, I think that a lot of things come into play, right? It's a bit complex. Like we said, we all have our personal takes on it. But then again, these things keep happening because, it's today. We are having things happen, strange things happen all the time.
Right in front of your eyes.
whether we like them or we don't, they will happen. And then, like I would say, we have just control over the things. I mean, what we are able to do or our responses are what we have control over. But we don't have control over how someone else is going to react or someone should act. So, that being said, I believe that, yes, I mean, I've had people talk to me, tell me if a couple of found themselves in, and they try to talk to me to get my view on things. For instance, one of my friends told me that, so his friend was dating this girl. Apparently, that guy broke her virginity, so the girl was stuck on him. But then he maltreated her in every sense, like didn't really respect her. Like it was just terrible. And it was so hard for him to actually watch this. Okay. So the girl keeps talking to him all the time, trying to confide in him because, when he asks her certain things, she's not able to open up. So it took a while. And then finally, she was able to actually open up and then spoke to the guy. And the guy was doing everything possible to make her feel better. And what happened was after that, I think the girl fell for him. I think this was like, it was bound to happen. You know what I mean? The guy mean to make her fall. All that he was trying to do was to make her feel better and even fought the friend for maltreating or mistreating the girl. Because you know what?
Right.
The girl is, I mean, she's a woman. You can't do that to a woman.
Yeah.
All of those things. Actually fought, they were not even talking for some time. And the guy was like, you know what? If you feel that you can take care of her, go ahead and, have her, something like this. So I really can't tell whether they actually ended up dating, but all he told me was that this girl was practically falling for him. And he was a bit scared because he didn't know what to do.
Okay.
All I said to him was like, look, I can't tell you to do A or B. All right. If you feel right about this and you feel that your friend, I mean, like he doesn't really care about what's like what y'all said. They don't really care. I mean, he doesn't really care if you take his ex. Fine. But if you think you can give her better treatment, it might not be that she's your soulmate or whatever it is, but you guys, you can make her feel better. Like you yourself go to bed and you know that you're okay because she's fine. If you feel that that's fine with you, just go ahead. You don't need to think too much about this. And that was what I said. I couldn't tell him that you should go date her. I can't do that. Or don't date her. Because, I mean, if you say don't date her, maybe you might be breaking the girl's heart. And that's what you wanted to do in the first place. So, I mean, like you said, Yaw said, there are complexities, but it's just incredible. You can't really just, pinpoint and say, you know what, do this or do that. Yeah. There's always
I mean,
I want to agree with, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I want to agree with Yaw on that too, because I do have a situation where, we're not really friends, but like at the time, this is how stuff happened. She and a girl that were friends ended up having a threesome with this guy.
And
the threesome was with the guy that my friend at the time really was like in love with. So, of course, in the end, my friend, or ex, whatever you want to say, he picked the other girl. And now they're like, when I say blissfully, like in love, they're expecting a brand new child on the way. Like, yeah, she really found her Prince Charming in a threesome. So,
yeah.
I get where you're coming from, where you say like situations, it might not be like the best way to get your dude. Like, I don't know how to explain to your child, like, yeah, me and your mom met in a threesome, but still, it's like you said, love pops up in the most randomest place. So, like, of course, they don't talk. The girls don't talk anymore because, like, oh, you took my dude. Woo, woo. But I kind of see the point of view. Like, it could be messy. It could be in like a,
that is real messy.
Hey, I guess I don't know. Maybe I gotta find a threesome if I don't know.
No, Kabutey, but define what messy is, because like the situation that Shauntrice
messy
just described is messy.
I don't know who initiated like the whole threesome. I don't know if it was the guy or the girl who actually together at that time, because honestly,
that situation, define messy is if you truly care or you want to be with that person, you want to invite anybody into your room.
That's
you get what I'm saying?
Pretty much, yes.
So you open that can of worms, and at the same time, in the defense of old dude, you did shit to him that, like, if somebody did to you, you want to respect. You get what I'm saying?
True.
You always brought drama. You always wanted to, like, mess with the livelihood. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I meet another girl who gives me a whole different vibe than you, then sometimes we have to take our L's and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now me, I'm not even going to do that at all, because first of all, I don't want to be involved in anybody's threesome. First of all, because I feel like somebody is going to be cheating on somebody. Okay, someone's going to have much more fun than the other person. It's a threesome. It's not a foursome. So bump that. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I mean, you know what? Sometimes certain things that are not your cup of tea, of course, you're not going to have it. So some people love to do that. Like someone like Shauntrice said, her friend, the other girl, they found love, right?
Yeah.
This is bliss for them. So yeah, you never know, but you wouldn't do that. Someone else is going to do it, and then
that is true. That is true.
Well, that leads me to my second point. I was just trying to say something. You know, all that we are saying, I think that we all agree on some level that we personally do that for, you know, certain reasons. But you never know which kind of situation you're going to find yourself. All right.
Yeah.
And that might be the things that might dictate your actions or your, you know, your response. But then there's always this thing I always ask. We have this so-called boy code or girl code or sister code.
All the codes.
This, right? They do. And for me, I don't know how to put it, but I feel that it's just you respecting the friendship that you had or have with your friend.
And yourself.
You know, well, I mean, it's like that. So there's a code of conduct. It's unspoken, but it's there. You get it?
Yeah.
Maybe that guy, you know how we always, you know, girls, I don't know about guys, but they also do the same. When you see, let's say, for instance, I'm dating Yaw, and all of a sudden, like, you know, we have our issues and stuff like that. I'm not even trying to make it look like I wouldn't want Yaw in any way. Like, I'm, you know, just maltreating and doing all that. When Shauntrice, let's say, come around Yaw, immediately I get offended. But the thing is, when I had it,
we do that. Oh my God,
you get what I mean?
It happens. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, you know, we are actually, Kabutey, you need to bleed this out. We're actually cock blocking people. Like, what's that? You don't want it. Let someone have it. You get what I mean? You want to respect some code, you know? It's incredible.
Yeah, I think it's about communication though, because honestly, like, if you guys are really friends, let's say in this scenario, if you and Shauntrice are really friends and you're communicating with each other, and Shauntrice makes her intentions clear that, oh, maybe, like, I don't feel like the way you're treating this guy is right, and I'm cool with this. Maybe Shauntrice is just going into it like with friendship. She's just like cool with this guy, with me, or for instance, there are situations where both of you, like both girls or both people, were friends with this person before the relationship came into the situation. And so at the end of the day, will Shauntrice say, okay, just because you're having issues with this guy, that she's not gonna be cool with him anymore? Like, where is her loyalty gonna be? And usually people say your friend's enemy is your enemy. I honestly don't believe in that. I believe like you're a whole individual, right? And your connection with your friend is different from your connection with that person. It doesn't have to be tied together unless your only point of reference with this third person is through your friend. Then if they split up, then you can kind of back up a little just out of respect to your friend, right? And so, but if both of you were cool with this person before, you know, one of them started dating this person, then I don't see why one should like back off just because you're having issues. And if one person is offended because the other is close to the third person, then it's because they're dealing with some internal that, you know, sort out. And at the end of the day, all these issues could be fixed with communication. If y'all are talking like, hey, you need to fix your issues with this person, or, we're cool and this person hasn't done anything wrong to me, I will call them out if they do something wrong to you, but like, that's still my friend. And if that friendship ends up evolving to something else, this friend should say, oh, hey girl, I think like I'm beginning to have feelings for this person and I don't know how you feel about it, but like, that's what's happening. Like, I just want us to talk about it. I don't have any malintent, but like, hey, this is what's going on.
I mean, I like the step, and I like what you know.
The funny thing is, I really agree with you. For me, I feel that communication is everything. Every single thing depends on communication. I think it thrives on it. So I clearly agree with you. But my thing is this: it's still like loyalty, yeah. But you, for instance, if let's say you, like, I gave you the scenario and maybe let's say, for instance, it was the other way around. Okay. How would you feel about this? Would you be okay with it? You know that we are in the world. It's not very easy to tell the truth sometimes. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You don't know who you're hurting. You don't know who you'll be hurting because you feel, okay, maybe the person might not be able to understand you. And so many, why? Of course, some people say, you know what, just tell me the truth. Let's deal with it. But it's not that easy.
That's true. Yeah.
So I can tell you, I can look in your face that, you know what, take care of, I mean, let's say, for instance, you need to take care of this guy properly. Otherwise, I'm going to take him. It doesn't make sense. I can't do that. Or develop some feelings. It's not something, it doesn't come naturally. I can't do that. I can't say, even if I feel it, just because I respect you, I won't be able to even act on it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're coming from. Because like, I like how you set it up in the sense of, you put it in the normal sense, how the world is supposed to work.
True.
Oh, yeah. Like, okay. But if you think about it, especially a female's point of view or mine, because I know I do it all the time. Like, why I like him. Why are you talking to him? You get what I'm saying? And it's not,
I mean, she's honest about her stuff. So, I mean.
Yeah. But me personally, it's not the best trait I have, but I have a jealous streak. Like, if that's my dude or if I like that dude in any sort of way, I don't care if you're the waiter doing your job. I'm straight finna look at you like,
oh my God. She said, I'm a psycho and you're going to back off.
Yes, like, I'm not proud of it. It's one of my, like, secret traits I don't want to tell people about, but like, I'm a jealous person. And my friends, the ones I do have, we don't have the similar taste in men. So like, if I think he's cute, my friend will be like, okay.
Like, you're on your own.
I'm like, yeah, that's all you, boo. You get what I'm saying? But as a friend, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, there's not moments we kind of came around the same person. It's like you said, open communication. I'm like, girl, guess who just hopped in my DMs? And she's like, oh, he used to try to talk. It's not like, oh, I'm going to stop talking to him because he stopped talking to me. It was like, oh, he was coming at you like that? Let me kind of back. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I communicate. Oh, if he's talking to you and he's talking to her, then he think he could hit the whole circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people can communicate, but then you have some people out there who just like, nah, she want my man. I don't care. I'm gonna beat her ass.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes do people antagonize each other instead of looking at the third person that's causing the trouble?
Thank you.
Like, why are you fighting over a dude who want to talk to both of us?
Both of you, you know, especially when this guy is not making things clear and it's like, you know, talking to both of you at the same time in different ways.
That's so crazy. For that, I'm I'm someone who like to, I just call you out as it is. Like, I don't really care. I'm just saying, you can't do that. Either I stop talking to you or I call you out. It's as simple as that. Yeah. But
pick one.
It feels like, it's like you're being disrespectful.
Yeah, you're messing with us, and that's not acceptable. Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, I did have 3 questions I was going to ask everyone. But before I do that, Shauntrice, what did you have to say?
I'm glad she recognizes, like, that most people be like, girl code, but it's the principle. Like, you can't do that. Or, you know, why are you talking to both? But it's not in the sense of, oh, I'm going to cuss my girl out. It's in the sense of, like you said, third party. You're doing this, you're hurting us. Not like necessarily saying your loyalty is to your friend, but like you said, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So my first question for everyone is, have you ever been attracted to someone's significant other or vice versa?
No. Someone's significant other, as in
maybe
like a
someone you're
friend
talking to or something like. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let me tell you this story. No. This was a long time. This was a long time ago. This was in high school. Okay. This was in high school, like way before I came out. There was this guy that was like, we're really close. He would come to me for relationship advice. And he was dating a girl in my class, like in the same class, like my high school, in the same class. He would come to me. And because, you know how girls like to hang around with, guys that are a little feminine, and so the guys think that, talking to him will be cool to like settle the issue with the girl.
Whoever, okay.
So he would come to me. He would come to me like and be asking for relationship advice, and me being the Virgo that I am, and try to like, see things reasonably and try to make things as perfect as they can. I'll give him my advice. But like, as we were talking and as like our relationship was like building, our friendship was building, I low-key wanted him for myself, but I was like, no. This I was like,
oh my God.
In my head, I was like, damn, this relationship isn't working. Like, it's not working. Can't you see it's not working? But then I was like, nah, you know what? Like, he's straight anyway, and I'm not gonna worry myself and, get into all of this. And by then too, I was like really religious. I was like, oh my God, what you're doing is a sin, blah, blah, blah. Like, double homicide. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. So I was like, okay, nah. But that was interesting. That was the only time.
Okay.
That was the only time. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else who has anything like,
Okay, so for me, sorry, Shauntrice, you can go.
No, you got it. You got it.
All right. So basically, for me, I don't think that. Okay, so I don't know whether I'm not normal, but sometimes these things keep coming. Like, you start talking to someone, and then I ask myself, like, what's happening? Are you getting attracted to this guy or something like that? It's not like I'm falling in love with a guy. It's just attraction. And attraction can happen anytime, right?
I can go away.
Exactly. Yeah. Me, if I'm attracted to someone, it might be, let's say, for instance, his intelligence or his looks or something. It could be something. I'm not really saying that I'm in love. I want to snatch the guy. No. We can talk, we can be friends and all that. So I know that maybe most of the time I know who you're dating. You're talking about the person to me and everything. But so these things cross my mind. I just never act on them because I feel like, this is just flimsy. I'm speaking to him. I'm getting familiar with him. So I tend to feel that way about this guy, but not necessarily that I'm going to sabotage anyone's relationship. I don't think I want to. So that's what I'm saying. That I don't know whether I'm normal, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, no. I honestly think those feelings are normal. Like, when you start talking to people, naturally you're building relationships, right? And so you start having ideas, like, because you're connecting with this person on some other level. And so, but then you have the agency to tell yourself that, no, I don't want to get into this situation because of A, B, C. Some people wait till it's too late, so they've developed like full-on feelings
without letting the other person know.
And that's where the problem is.
And then it hurts to back off.
I'm not even gonna do that. Seriously, like I said, these things are like that. And I always ask myself, maybe, okay, so you're a Virgo, I'm a Pisces. So I'm a dreamer.
I'm a Taurus. Boom. / Gemini.
Season.
It's Taurus season right now while we're recording this.
So for us, it's crazy. You can tell that, like, sometimes, I'm not saying that it's a trait for all Pisces, but what I can say is that we are really sensitive, like really sensitive.
Very
sensitive.
Very
incredible. Okay, so sometimes that where you're getting yourself into is gonna be really hot.
And then y'all play it off so smooth, like you ain't heard.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I don't know. I don't even want to test. I just want to test the waters. Let me put it this way. I don't want to go there. I don't want to get close. So things will come. I just shut them because I know that it's not going to go anywhere. It's not, like Yaw was saying, it's not going to go anywhere. So what's the point? Basically,
what's the point?
Yeah.
With my experience, how I'm set up is, of course, I'm like probably not like every girl, but if you meet somebody, you have a fantasy, like off the rip of your head. Oh my God, he's cool. I'm going to marry him, this and that. We're going to just have this whole beautiful life. So like me and my friend at the time seen this dude. I ain't gonna lie. Dude was fine as fuck. Like, so me being me, I was the first, like, oh, he's fine. But at the time, she took the lead to go talk. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So of course, I'm like, damn, I just told you it was fine, and you just
just ran with it. Okay.
Like what? Listen. So me being me, I'm like, of course, you're like, so you're mad, but then I'm an observer. So I observed the way he treated her or the way they acted, and I'm just like, I think I'm glad I missed out on that, because if that was to happen to me, I don't know how I would react.
You dodged the bullet for sure.
Yeah, so like sometimes it's just like you'll get the instant like, oh, because of course if you see somebody attractive, you're instantly, oh, he's fine, I want to talk to him, I want to get to know. But like you said, the communication, getting to know and stuff like that, you're just like, it's not gonna work for me. Like, I don't like the way you do that, or that's not my morals, or takes like that. So in the end, it's like, not trying to be funny, but you're crying over the dude and I'm not.
Yeah.
That part. Yeah. Wow. Well, it's happened to me before. So I've actually been, attracted to someone else. And, so me, I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. But what about instant connection with other people?
Oh
other
my
people
God.
That are what?
Like you have like an instant connection. And it's like, you feel like they're going to be together one. Yeah, right away.
Like that. It happened. So to Italy.
Not me.
Was cool. No. See, I connect. I don't know how I do it, but then that's it. So when I was coming to school, I was texting this guy because one of my friends actually introduced me to him, that he was already on the program. So I should talk to him and I can get maybe some few ideas here and there. He could help me out settle in Italy. So I was talking to him all the time and all that. So the day I met him, the first day I met him,
in person.
It felt like I met him on campus. It felt, he was like, Majida. I was like, Bidiako. That was it.
It was the name for me.
It was it.
It was the name drop for me.
That phone dropped.
No, but no, when I say, he said connection, not love.
Yeah, connection. Yes.
Yeah. So this guy is till date one of my closest friends. All right. Look, this guy can mess up.
Not you friend zoning this dude.
No, not nothing like that. We had nothing sexual, really, but we're really tight. Okay. And today we are still like that. And not to even, just something happened like yesterday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
You are glowing when you speak of this guy.
Pardon?
You're glowing.
Yeah, because that's how they make me feel, honestly. And it's not just one person. Sorry. Like I told you, Pisces. So don't read too much into it. This is how we are.
I was about to say that you described earlier that you're very sensitive, and because you're aware of that. Sometimes you can tend to block, when you can tend to like block things from happening. You can tend to like prevent things from happening and getting too far.
Yes, I can do that. That's me.
Do you think you did that with this particular guy? Like, since you realized the connection, you were like, let's not. I don't want to get into it.
So basically, this is me, right? I appreciate true friendship, right? Mm-hmm. If they would tell you I'm a complex human being, really complex, in the sense that it would take a while to understand who I am. So if you're someone who will accept my baggage, I hold on to it, right? Whatever it is. So when I see something like that, sweetie, I'm not gonna let intimacy or whatever it is get in the way and mess this friendship up. I'm not gonna do that. No.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, probably
I need to have your tactics.
Actually, you know why? Because this guy knew I was dating someone. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't hide that from him. It's not like I was, trying to, play some. No, he knew everything, basically. So fast forward to like Thursday, I had to let someone do this same guy, and I asked one of our guys, like in Bologna, to take our transcripts for us, right?
Okay.
So on Thursday, the school confirmed that it was ready. Then we said the guy in school should pick it up. Then I texted the guy, the guy I'm talking about now, that, okay, you know what, the thing is ready. So I need to get the guys, the students' contact as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So I was texting him, calling him, trying to just get his attention, let him give me the number so that I can call the guy, because I didn't want to disrupt the guy's program on Friday, because I needed things to be, ASAP. So I picked up the phone, called this guy for hours, nothing. And then finally he came back to me. He sends me the contact. I called the guy. I don't know this guy from Jack. Okay. I picked up the phone and I said, am I speaking to, I mentioned his name. He was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. So I got your number from Bidiak. So blah, 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 blah. We said everything. And he was like, okay, let's program this. And maybe on Saturday we could pick it up. That was it. I spoke to this guy for an hour. I don't know him from where, nowhere, nothing. We just clicked like that on the phone.
Wow.
I'm trying to say, yesterday, I went to meet him to pick up the stuff. When I met him, that was it. Like, it was like he was a good soul. I don't know how to
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The
that
vibe,
vibe is pure.
I don't know. It was just so surreal. And we had serious fun. Like, amazing fun.
I wish
honestly.
I was like,
you need to go ahead and keep that.
Yes.
Maybe you gotta travel to
I'm
Italy.
glad. Glad people make those connections, because sometimes it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be romantic.
Yeah.
Those connections can be.
Yeah, you want to tell us about do you have like any similar experience or anything?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that, instant connection.
Are you sure? Because your vibe comes off so just. I want to get to know you. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
So the thing is that I'm thinking about it on a romantic level, but like when it comes to friendship, I've had. When it comes to friendship, I think that I make really good connections off the bat, and then later I can reevaluate it. But there have been so many instances where I just meet people, and usually what they say is that I have an aura. They describe me as like, you have this thing, like you have this thing about you.
You're very.
And my mom. Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but like your presence is very like, you're calming. You're very like, I could have a conversation, like easy going. You feel free. Like you give a very calm, real dope vibe.
Thank you. And I think because I approach the world with this spirit, I make great connections. And sometimes my mom warns me like, hey, you're too open and you're too judgment free, and that could be a blessing and a curse. Negative. It could be a blessing and a curse, but for me, it's helped me build a lot of connections. So I have a lot of like first in the instant connection with so many people on a friendship level where you feel like, oh my God, like, why didn't we meet before? But when it comes to a romantic level, I feel like even if they happen, I'm already like over analyzing them. So I don't consider them like an instant connection because I'm already over analyzing them. But I feel like when it's a friendship thing, I'm like, okay, I'm more open to it. When it's there's just so much for me. I feel like I'm still, even though right now I'm like openly queer and like I love myself and all of that. I feel like there's still some internalized homophobia that's still, being worked on. And so I'm like, am I really, is it really that serious? Or like, and then I'm working through it and I'm like, is this too good to be true? Is this like, am I ready for it? You know, and all of that. And because of these other ideas that are coming in, that are happening in my head, they dilute whatever even if it might be an instant connection. I feel like because of these thoughts that I'm having,
basically,
I don't see it. So even if I've had an instant connection, now I have to like really think back and try to think about it. And so, that's why on a relationship level, I don't feel like I've had that instant connection.
Okay.
I feel like the only thing that's close to it was like my first ever like relationship that I felt like now I can say it was an instant connection because now I have thought about it for so many years in retrospect, but like in that moment, I didn't see that as an instant connection. I was like, no, there's no way this is happening. I don't even see it. This is no,
Listen, he's like, no, and no. Shauntrice, what about you?
Well, I don't know if you know about Leos. We're hopeless romantics.
Hello, I know them. I've been with some of them before, and I
had this one guy, like, we met at TSU, and like to this day, we'll go back and forth because we don't know. But me, I'm the person, like I said, like if I come around you and I like you, I'm instantly, you can ask Kabutey, I'm going to instantly be like, so what are we doing? Where are we going? Hey, I hit you up. Take a picture with me. Let's do this. Woo, woo, woo. Like, that's just me. Like, if I like you, I want to be around you.
Yeah.
So I did this to this guy, and he says it to this day. He's like, you force yourself on me. I said, don't say that. The people will take the wrong way.
Oh.
But it was more on, like, he said, if I feel it, I'm going to want to know you. I want to know where you went to school, who hurt you, how'd your parents, like, because like you said, communication is not necessarily about like into anything intimate, but I feel like if I know personal facts about you, or if we talk about like your upbringing or your raising, then I'm instantly going to want to get to know you. And I felt like with talking to him about like certain stuff, it was just like, wow, felt like I know you my whole life. And I also learned that, like, like you said, you don't want like the intimacy to mess it up, because we did cross that line and it did mess it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's just, you really sit back and you think, and you're just like, I never found anybody else that I openly want to be like, yeah, when I was little, I used to ride the bike and I fell down. That's why I don't like riding bike now. Or I did this with my mom and stuff like that. So to me, I had to kind of draw back because I am a hopeless romantic. So if that first 5 minutes we click like that, I want to marry you.
Wow, it's the rain.
You're already planning the kids' baby showers and everything.
Yes.
I would say
we have our first fight and we'll just be over.
No, I would say this. Yes, I've actually had like instant connections with people, friends wise. Yes, romantically, that's a lot to think about. But anyway, just
because I think Kabutey and I made an instant connection when it comes to friendship, because we had just followed each other recently, and then we started like chatting on Instagram. I don't even remember what we were talking about. And then,
I do remember because it was Meghan Markle and Harry's wedding. It was literally a day after my birthday.
Okay. But as soon as we find a common interest, that's it. Like the connection was just there. And now like we hit each other up like at least on Instagram every day.
I just where all the gossip happens.
That's where all the shade happens. That's where all the kikiing happens. Kabutey's always sending me memes.
Listen, I'm a fan of memes. So people don't realize by now, I live and thrive on memes. And I have people who actually follow me on like WhatsApp, and on my status is like literally all memes. I mean, some of my aunts and uncles do follow and they're like, ooh, I'm like, it's a meme. Get over it. It is not real. It's a meme. Like, you
it's
need some
supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Some humor.
Like, so my final question before we wrap this up. Have any of you, and I'm going to say this, you don't have to say it. Have any of you been in love with someone or messed around with someone that you did not know was married or committed to someone? Oh.
Not love, but
Messed around.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth for myself.
Listen, things happen. Like, a lot of things happen, baby. A lot of things happen. And and then when you find out, you're like, I was like, okay. And oh my God, this situation was so messy. And up till now, I'm still guilty. I feel guilty about it because, like, later on, me and this, like, the person that
I know, I was like trying to make sure to give the story, but not.
I ain't got no tea to drink, but I wish I did.
Wait, me and the person that was cheated on, like, started, like, talking, like, as friends, and I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. Like, I felt, and ever since then, the person that I messed around with, like, I hate this person. I don't like hate him, but, like, I'm like, you didn't have to do this to this person.
Would you ever tell the other person if they're still together?
I mean, when they're not together and we're not friends, like, we're not close friends. It was just like, I started getting to know this person. And I was like, oh my God, like, why did this person do this? You know? And then I was like, no, by then it had already ended, you know?
Okay.
Between me and this
you
other
found out
person
later on.
Already.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, I heard rumors about it, like, when we were, you know,
talking or messing around, whatever the word.
Linking up. Yeah, it wasn't anything deep. But then, to me, what was annoying to me was that this dude was actively pursuing me. He was actively pursuing me, like, he wanted to date me. And then I find out, like, you're in a whole ass relationship with this person. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. It was fun, like, you and I.
While it lasted.
While it lasted, you know. And it's not gonna happen anymore. And then, like, you know, this world, it's a small world. And then I started getting to know this other person. I was like, oh my God. Like, this dude was up with them. I was like, yeah, you deserve more. I didn't tell them why, but I was like, yeah, you deserve better than that.
Well, hold on. Okay, Majida, okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, because he wasn't like, he was going around talking to other people, like, actively pursuing them. He was even going after my best friend.
What? Is he okay? Like, is he okay?
Mentally stable?
Yeah, like, he going and talking to all these people.
Listen, niggas are crazy out in these streets. So yeah, that was it. It wasn't.
He had no home training.
Because
that part.
For honestly, like, I'm glad that I clocked it in the beginning, and I was like, listen, we're gonna be in these streets together, but my heart is not gonna be there. Okay. Yeah. My heart is not gonna be there. So I was blocking any chances. He was really trying to convince me that he loved me for real, and I was like,
my God,
you don't love me because.
Well, you know, they are just really cruel. The thing is, they feed off your kindness. They feed off your I don't know what to say. Once they see that, they feel they can just, you know, dip in and take whatever they want. It's incredible. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad that you were able to just block everything as much as possible, because this guy he's psycho. Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Psycho.
Wow.
Trying to talk to everybody named Mama.
Usually they look like they're the best people. He's so nice. He's, like, charming.
Oh my God.
Got internal issues.
Like,
talk to me. Yeah. I'm in Italy. Talk to me about those things. It's incredible. Look, you see a guy holding his girl's hands and he's turning around to look at you till the woman pulls him. This is what happens. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stick with my dog.
Trust me, I love my people. They are really cool people, honestly. Yeah. I mean, something I don't know whether they are looking at me because I'm black. I don't know whether they're looking at me because I have got locks. I don't know why, okay? Because I never get to people. But then I know that you're holding your girl. Like, just walk
Keep
on.
going,
You are a whole female. Why are you looking at another one?
Exactly. Me, I'm very disrespectful. So if I'm working with my guy, it just pisses me off. So I don't see it doesn't just make sense anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Shauntrice and Majida, have any of you been in that kind of situation? Like I said, you don't have to answer. You don't have to.
So for me personally, you know how it is like in Ghana, even here, but thing is people pursue you. Yeah.
Yes.
When you get to the particular age and then they're not pursuing you, you just have to ask your mom what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah.
So basically these things happen. And from where I come from, it's just a no for me. I would just block it. As long as I know, I wouldn't, because I'm always someone who likes to, I like to try. I want to understand who you romantically involved with you. Yeah. So ask these questions for reasons. And for me, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I think I have that eye to be able to tell you're lying to me. All right. I can tell easily. They'll just, say all kinds of things. I wouldn't say I have been in that relationship. I mean, I've been in that kind of
situation. Yeah.
Yes. To asking me if I've messed up with someone, like, without even thinking or asking anything. Yes.
Without knowing, yeah.
I leaped. But the thing is, to be with someone who, is involved with someone else, I try as much as possible. I mean, I just, make.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Shauntrice?
Personally, I just think I got a magnet for niggas want to holler at me when they got other females, and it really pisses me off because it's like you really think I'm gonna be your side bitch with a whole nother female, and then it's just, I know how I personally want to be treated, so I'm not going to entertain it. Like and they always be like, "Oh, we could be friends," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Then it's always like, oh, they want to tell you what the girl ain't doing or what's that.
Somebody ain't doing right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you think I'm going to pick up her slack? Like, no.
Okay.
Like, I had a prime example of a dude. He really was like, we were friends. And I like, with friends, you learn stuff. So he was showing me different stuff in that. But he did have a girlfriend. And of course, the girlfriend did not like me. But I'm like, I don't do shit to give you no reason not to like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but what he did, and I did not like it, is he'll play the back and forth game. So when she didn't do something he agreed with or not up to his standards, or he felt that she was stepping out, it was always, like calling me or trying to confront me about what she's doing. And it got to the point where I'm like, you chose that relationship. I already told you it was nothing more than a friendship, because I'm not going to talk to somebody in a relationship, because that's dumb. Because who's to say if we were in a relationship, you want to talk to a whole nother female, and you can't say you want to do it because you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
So you kind of just, like you said, like, you want to help people out, you want to have the connections, but it's also about your boundaries and what you want. Like, if you put up with this, then they're going to think, well, if I can do this, I can do anything. So to me, I feel like this generation, it's hard. This is the hardest it is to date somebody, because 9 times out of 10, like, you ask those personal questions, you get to know them, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm in a whole relationship. What?
Well,
really?
And on that,
after the fact.
Yeah, it's bad. Like I said, for me, with this question, I plead the fifth. If you don't know what it means, go and Google it, and that's it. I'm going to plead the fifth.
Now that's shade.
It's not
a lot of shade. You need to give us something. You need to give us something. What do you mean you plead the fifth? You're not in court.
I plead the fifth.
So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Were you in a relationship, or was the other person in a relationship?
I plead the fifth.
You lost the game on Wildin' Out.
Basically, I mean, we can just conclude for him. So basically, he's guilty. That's it.
I never said I was guilty. You never know. Maybe I'm trying to save myself or trying to save somebody else. That's why I said I plead the fifth. So it can go both ways.
The bottom line is that you were involved in
guilty. It's as simple as that. That's it. Yes. You are guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
Shay.
Plead the fifth.
Oh my God.
And shout out to all my exes.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to my ex.
Yes, I think I should put this song in this segment. When I get to, I should put the song. Shout out to all my exes. Yes, I've never cheated in any of my relationships, but it's happened to me. So I just plead the fifth on that. I mean, yes, they'll be fine. I give it a look. Thank y'all so much.
Shout out to my exes too. You were great while it lasted.
Okay, so before you guys go, I don't know. I just want to ask a question unrelated to what we were talking about. It's nothing related to that. Kabutey, you can sign off, then we can do this, yeah? If
okay.
you don't mind.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so listeners and viewers at home, it's been a great topic. You know, you guys got to hear some shade, some stuff you don't want to hear. I'm pleading the fifth, and I still stick to that. But hey, let me tell you out there, if you're trying to be a hoe, be a hoe. But plead the fifth when you don't need. I mean, I'm just saying, okay? It saves you a lot of. But you know, thank y'all so much for like. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But listeners and viewers at home, thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a great conversation. Don't forget to join the conversation on Twitter. @Kabutey, on Instagram, Saturday Shade. And do not forget to hashtag Saturday Shade as well, because guess what? It is always about the fun.